Consensus improve. Change happens when you decide to improve, right? That's what consensus. Your changes, right? Come on. Give a round of applause to Poonam. Yes, she did a fantastic response. Thank you. Coming across to the next participant or speaker that we have this day is, he's a person who is a zonal business manager on LG Life Sciences of his pharmaceutical domain. He's done his master's in business administration and has 13.5 years of this experience. He's a person who is very focused in all his approach. He's open for ideas and he's goal-centric. That is, oriented to goals in his life. He likes adventure activities, driving, and most importantly, integrating with different personalities. So, friends, please put up your hands together for the next speaker that we have is Mr. Nikhil Mehra.
So, first of all, thanks a lot, Suresh, for a very nice introduction of mine. Thank you very much. Very good morning to all. I can see a lot of positive energies today. It's Sunday morning, 10:15. But I do not hear the same song. Good morning all! Good morning! Wow, awesome! Great. So, first of all, before moving forward, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Poonam. It was a great presentation. There was a lot of learning from your presentation. I also feel there is a change needed among myself. So I ensure that I do a lot of changes, to develop myself, to enhance my relationship and so on. Thank you very much. Friends, today I got an opportunity to speak about something. Speak about something which is very, very important to each one of us. It plays a very vital role among each one of us. It is all about being financially rich. Out of us, most of us would be rich or would be planning to become financially rich very soon, right? So, my presentation is all about rich. It's all about financially rich. So, how many of you are already financially rich over here? Can I see that? Oh wow, great. How many of you are going to be very rich very soon? Wow. So if I see, most of us are really want to be rich ASAP, as soon as possible. Even I am too. I am from middle class, but yes, I am going to be rich soon. Because I have read something in last 15 days, which is great, which has changed my thought about being rich. Which has done a lot of changes in myself, and that is what I am going to talk about. It's all about rich. I am going to talk about something which is about a great personality. A personality who is from Japan. When he was in his childhood, he had thought about how to be rich. So this personality was very famous personality and still it is one of the best and most charming personality in the world. He is a very richest man in America. This man belongs from Japan. The great personality name is Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. Have any one of you heard about this name? Yes. Oh, great. So he is one of the richest men in Hawaii. He is one of the richest men in the world now. Mr. Robert Kiyosaki has 2 dads. So he has 2 dads. Right now he is the richest man in America. So it does not mean he is from America. So he has 2 dads. So I mean to say his one dad is his own dad and another dad is his friend's dad. So he has, like, his own dad is highly qualified, highly educated, PhD in the qualification, professor, lecturer in government college, have that dirt of education. Whereas another dad, his dad is not even 8th standard completed. But another dad was the richest man in Hawaii. Yeah, his poor dad was working with government school. So whenever he got promotion, lot of salary hikes, but every month, before end of the month, his pocket, there was nothing left. I guess most of the salaried people are like same position, right? My position is same, I have a good salary so far, But whenever I, look into myself on 25th, nothing left, So, this is most very, very common situation with all. His richest dad was always thinking about money. That how my money work for myself, instead of I work for money. Whereas his poor dad was always thinking about money. How I can have more money, right? They both were supporting education. It was not that another dad who was just completed 8th standard, he was not supporting education. They both were equally supporting education. His rich dad was telling, son, work hard, study well, so that you can get a good job, secure future. Whereas another dad was telling, son, study well, so that we can hire more companies, we can hire more employees around the world. So his poor dad got died with lot of debts pending for his son, lot of bills to be paid by his son, and his another rich dad died with what? Lot of money for his son. So let's moving forward. More about poor dad. The love of money is root of evil. That was a point poor dad always used to speak. Wherein rich dad says the lack of money is root, the love, and rich dad says the lack of money is root of all evil. So you should have more money. Always think about money. When it comes to money, play safe. That was talk of poor dad. But rich dad says what? Learn to manage risk. One paid bill first. Even I do the same. Yeah, whenever I get my salary, I always think about putting my laptop in front of me, lot of bills to be paid, yeah, and then whatever is remaining for my entire month. But wherein rich dad says, whatever you get, whatever money you acquire from your income, just think about investing that money so that that money can make you more earning, and then think about your expenses. So that was a great difference between rich dad and poor dad. Moving forward. I am talking about a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, one of the great authors. Mr. Robert Kiyosaki was the one who was against saving. Who all believe over here in saving, right? We all, I guess. How many of us do genuinely a lot of money to be saved with our bank accounts? Can I see some hands? Great. Remaining do not save? Okay, but if I talk about Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, he always talk about saving. Don't save. He was against saving. We'll have a quick look about Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, what he used to say. And how the personality looks like. Why savers are losers in this economy? So the sound is low. So Mr. Robert Kiyosaki says that saving is ridiculous. So his point of view, he challenged the whole world who is looking his money into saving. He challenged that saving is ridiculous in this world. Instead of saving your money, invest your money. Ensure that your money works for you. Moving forward, some key facts about the world bestseller book. What the rich dad teach the kid about money and the poor and middle class do not. So rich dad always say that, son, think about money. You know how money works for you. Poor dad never say that think about money. They always say, go for a safe investment. Do a secure job. That's all the great difference. Rich dad, poor dad, starting point of anyone looking to gain the control. You guys are really looking out to have more money in your pocket. Believe me, what I'm going to talk about is worth the value to each one of you. And the moment you listen for some time, you will think lot of, I started thinking a lot about how to invest my money and ensure my money to make myself. And believe me, you will also have the same feeling. Just have a look, yeah? So, the poor and the middle class work for money. Rich do not work for money, money work for them. I have came across so many people, whom I met. So many people say, money does not value to me. Yeah? How many of you have came across people like this? They say, money does not matter to me at all. Have you? Any people have you came across who says money does not matter to them? No. Okay. But I have came across few people, they have some attitude. They say, no, money, I don't matter. Money, I work for it and I get money that is sufficient for me. But they work for What? For their passion? Yes, they might work for their passion, but end of the day, they want money. No, agreed or not?
Yes.
Right, very true. If not how much money you make, it is how much money you keep. Keep does not mean to say that save your money. Whatever you get, think about some investment, some small investment, some money to be put in shares, assets, or anything which can make you more money. Rich people acquire assets and poor and middle class do not. They acquire liabilities. So poor and middle class acquire liabilities. So how many of you say the car is an asset or a liability?
Liability.
Okay. So can you please tell me why it is asset?
But further development.
Okay, how car can do a further development?
As per investment is concerned, we look forward for that.
Correct. But Mr. Robert Kiyosaki has challenged your thought. Mr. Robert Kiyosaki says the car which you drive for your in purpose is your liability, not an asset. He means if you take a car, you purchase a new car, when you say 6 lakh, 8 lakh, 10 lakh INR, you put fuel in that, petrol, diesel, whatever, you add lot of maintenance costs. For your luxury, you might add driver with your car. So you pay a lot of money with EMI, interest, petrol, fuel, driver costs and so on. So this is liability. However, if your car would help you to get money out of it, is your asset. How many of you have heard about Ola and Uber? I guess most of us, because Bombay it's the best option right now available with us. So I was talking about many Uber and Ola drivers. So Uber drivers, what they say, sir, we purchased this new car and earlier I was doing a driving job, but now not. I have purchased this car, I am paying 20,000 as an EMI. I am paying 20,000 as a fuel and this maintenance cost, but I earn 1 lakh a month. So 60,000 is my saving. So this is the difference. And this is what Mr. Robert Kiyosaki has challenged to each one of us. How many of you feel your own flat is your assets and a liability? Okay. So now you say liability. Can you please say why it is liability? Vishnu?
According to you, previously you explained that Robert Kiyosaki said car is not asset, it is liability. I think in the same way, the house which you are talking about, so it is a liability for us.
If we contradict this statement, I mean we have a flat, the value may increase in future, real estate value may rise. So don't you feel it is asset?
No, but what will you do with that when you can't sell it off and use that money?
Yeah, that's correct. That's the point I was looking out for. That's the point Mr. Robert Kiyosaki has said. A flat which you use it for your own purpose is liability. One day your earnings increase, you may think about bigger flat. Then your maintenance, your EMI cost, your interest would increase. So that's a liability. However, if you look out for a second flat which you want to give it for rent, as an investment, that will be considered as asset. So this is the difference between asset and liabilities. I hope you understand the point, right?
Yes.
Thank you. An asset put money in a pocket and a liability put money out of the pocket. That is what I already talked about. So, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki has given an immense focus about financial literacy. Financial literacy, he means to say is, there are 4 kind of very important aspects in our day-to-day life. One is income, second is expenses, third is asset, and fourth is liability. So if you put your income into your expenses, then end of the month you didn't have anything remaining. Yeah. Whereas if you put your income into asset and then remaining amount you can put into expenses, you may get something shortly. So income, expenses, more liability. Income, more asset, more income. Let's understand in detail. If I talk about poor, they may earn 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month, but expenses are as good as they are earning. So if you see, they go out, once they go out, they do a lot of working, they earn 500 a day, yeah, but entire 500 they spend in the night. for their food, shelter, and the cost. So they didn't save anything. So that is the situation of poor across. Where if we talk about middle class, they earn, example, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 or 40,000 or so on. But 40,000, they may spend amount in their asset like, expenses, their bill to be paid, wherein if we talk about other aspects, so if we talk about other aspects, like middle class can pay a lot of amount in the expenses and then whatever remaining they put into saving. So again, it is not considered as a great investment. Wherein what rich do? Rich put their money as an investment first, then they go for a bill payment. So that's a great difference between middle class and rich class. I am a person who is also considered as myself into middle class. So whatever I get, I put myself into expenses, I invest my amount into luxury, status quo, but end of the day nothing remains. Let me share an example. One of my colleagues is sitting over here today, so he says to me, Nikhil sir, if you get 1 crore in a day, I am sure that before today evening, you may spend entire amount and come back home with zero. That is how people know to me, I put my money into expenses like anything. So that's the difference. But now I have changed my thought. I have decided that I will put my money into some investment and then into expenses. And that is surely going to do a lot of changes to me. Yeah, moving forward. So how many of you have heard about Mr. Robin Hood? Anyone of you have heard about a name called Mr. Robin Hood?
Yes.
Okay. Is the same Robin Hood which is in Dabangg movie?
No.
Okay. So you are talking about which Robin Hood?
Robber.
Sorry?
He's a robber.
He's a robber. Okay. Good. Yes, correct. He's a robber. But I am talking about a different Robin Hood. I am going to take you in 1970s in America. America has no tax system. In 1970s, USA does not have any tax. They only asked us tax when they required amount to do what. Then only they asked us. But when Mr. Robin Hood came and he started his own political party, he have announced in front of all that, friends, we are going to decide something wherein we are going to have tax for rich people. A bunch of masses came across. They say that we are happy with your idea because the rich people invest more in taxes, the poor get betterment of the country. Wherein they have started a tax system in America in 1970. Moving forward, everyone was agreeing and his party has came into picture in USA, right? However, the government greed has been increased about tax. They were happy that they are going to get a good amount from tax from the people. So what they started? They started tax system for entire masses. Everyone was under tax system. And what has happened is the poor became more poorer, the rich became richer. How? The reason is rich people know, what are the ways and means, what are the loopholes. A businessman, if you see a deep businessman, I'm sure many of us businessmen must be sitting over here. They know, how to save taxes. They know how to put their money into expenses and show to the government nothing is remaining with me. Let's look into another example. Corporation House is a typical government house. They are known for preserving documents. So if we look into rich earning, so if rich earns 1 lakh as an example, they put 15,000 into one expense, 20,000 into traveling and other expense, remaining 30,000 into another expense. When their balance sheet comes in market, it shows what? Sir, our government, our profit is only 20,000 or 30,000. So please take tax on 30,000. So that's the difference. They know the loopholes and they pay tax to the very nominal amount. When if we talk about salary, can we, most of us must be salaried people as well. So can we able to save tax? Very few. Whatever is our earning, we cannot show, we cannot hide our earning and we can, ensure we are liable to pay tax. So nothing remains in our pocket. 15,000 earning, 35% tax out of it. So most people reason they don't finance because the pain of losing fear is greater than investing. That is what even I had, but now I have changed. And I am sure gradually, the moment you start adopting this, you will also have a lot of changes among yourself. If I pay myself first I get financially, physically and mentally stronger. I mean to say over here is, start paying for yourself. How many of you are aware about SIPs, systematic investment plan? Right. So SIP is something, I have seen their calculation. If you invest 1,000 rupees from now, the moment you invest 1,000 every month, I have seen the calculation over a period of 25 years, you may get 1 crore. So you may be rich after 25 years. So that is something which is called investment. So again, income into expenses equal to liability, income into asset equals to expenses, less expenses, more of asset. What are the 3 big ideas from this book? Any guesses? No, I am sure now you all must be aware about the summary of the gist of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki idea. So any guesses which are the 3 big ideas we can implement in our day-to-day life so that we can have more asset, we can be more stronger? Any ideas?
More investments.
Yes, correct. More of investment. I agree with your point. What more?
Savings.
Saving again. Mr. Robert Kiyosaki was anti-saving. He says whatever comes in, try to invest. Investment can give you more return, but bank saving can give you 6 or 8% interest annually. So that is nothing.
SIPs.
Yeah, correct. Investment into SIPs. What else?
Capital market. Share market.
Share market. Investment to share market. So correct, there are a lot of things now. Lot of ideas are coming in our mind. Moreover, Robert Kiyosaki has said to you, each one of us in his book, the message was that friends, start doing some business. Put yourself into some business, start taking risks. The more you take risks, the more your saving will be, the more your assets will be, the more your money will earn for you. So the 3 big ideas are, learn from people who know the subject well, buy assets, build assets, learn to keep most of your hard-earned money with you. So I hope you liked it. How was the learning? It was good, it can be implemented, or it is just out of box?
Can be implemented. It can be implemented.
Thank you very much. Very positive feedback. So, thanks a lot friends for sparing your valuable time. I am very thankful to you. Thank you very much.